they cower behind the name of Jesus for their crimes. So, for those of you who haven't seen it, Jeremy Hambly did a live stream back in 2020 or 2021, I forget when exactly, where he was going around a Renaissance fair, filming women's cleavage, making disgusting sexual comments in front of children. There were mothers at the event with their kids that pointed out to Jeremy, hey, my kids are here. This is a family event. And he didn't care. He just kept perving, making creepy comments, trying to film up women's skirts, down their shirts.
She has kids. She's down to fuck in front of the kids.
Filming women's feet, making creepy comments about their feet, etc., etc. Well, finally, Jeremy Hambly was brought to justice. The Ren Fair creeper. There's been wanted posters out there, wanted dead or alive for the Ren Fair creeper. Finally, he was captured and brought to justice, banned permanently for life from the Renaissance Fair. Oh, I don't know what happened there. If we zoom in, there we go. Jeremy Hambly has been permanently banned from entering the Bristol Renaissance Fair and or any Renaissance Entertainment Productions venue in any capacity. And they basically run all of the Renaissance fairs throughout the entire Midwest, like the one in Chicago, he's banned from as well. So he's now going to have to fly if he wants to go to any sort of Ren Fair of any sort of quality. And that's what he deserves. And this is one of his favorite things to do, by the way. This is something he does with his wife every single year. And he now has to explain to his wife why he isn't allowed to go with her to the Renaissance Fair, because they've put up a picture of his face at the front gate that says to the security guards, do not allow this man to enter. He is a sexual pervert. Okay? That's what Jeremy Hambly has reaped from his sowing. That's the fruit of Jeremy Hambly's rotten spiritual tree. And he gets what he fucking deserves. Doesn't it suck to get banned from something, Jer? Doesn't it suck to have something that you really enjoyed taken away from you?
I made one joke.
This may be the first thing taken away, but I assure you it won't be the last. And unless you change your ways, Jeremy Hambly, your eternal soul will be ripped from you and cast straight into the lake of fire where the flame is never quenched and the worm never dies. Everlasting punishment and suffering awaits you unless you go to rehab and fix your life.
Buddy, so he's going to be in hell. Let's be fucking real. Okay, here we go.
So YouTube has responded to our editor's tweet. Flaked put out nearly 1 month since the clip channel was taken down. And I still get this. When I check YouTube Studio, anyone else have to wait this long when requesting a review? It usually takes 2 business days. You see there in the appeal. By the way, what's up with YouTube's corpo slop art? Is that not a cock and balls? Look at it.
Wait, that's actually a dick and balls.
Is that not actually just a cock and balls? Like, holy. They're really showing us what they think of us, right, folks? But seriously, like there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. There's something that doesn't add up here, folks. Why has this appeal been frozen in limbo for a month?
One update. Look, they removed the arrows from Google Drive.
I know.
What the fuck? Made my job
Google
2
is
times harder. Okay, here we go.
Garbage.
It's Jared's fault. It's Quartering's fault.
YouTube said our team is taking a closer look to ensure we provide the best resolution. Thank you for your patience while we finish our review. So Quartering, realizing that he may lose everything because at this point, he's destroyed his entire career to simply take down a YouTube clip channel of somebody making fun of him, okay? And if that gets restored, I think it may be the day of the rope max for old Jer, sadly. But he then comes in, please, baby Jesus, unban them. Surely the wrongful, unending harassment will stop after. They were not banned for harassment. It was ban evasion, so maybe YouTube was wrong. So basically what he's doing here is he's threatening once again that if we do get the channel reinstated, he'll then be flagging us for harassment. is it harassment to rebuke a so-called Christian brother that's sinning against you and is clearly in the wrong? Because that's what this is. And listen, we don't attend church with this guy because, let's be real, he doesn't actually attend church. No. He attends virtually from his couch while he lectures all the rest of us about what sort of media we're allowed to consume. Okay. But if we were, then we would go with 2 witnesses before the eldership and confront him with our grievances against him. But since he's not actually a Christian, we have to confront him with the tools available at our disposal. And the tools that we have available at our disposal is this platform at Kick, our voices, our eyes and ears to see what he's done wrong, and our voices to rebuke him for what he's done wrong. And apparently, if you mock and criticize somebody, it's harassment. Well, this is a completely different standard for harassment than Jeremy Hambly of The Quartering had for his entire career. He was going after people ruthlessly. Back in the day, every single one of Jack Murphy's tweets, he was dropping Jack Murphy's sex tape. The full thing on every single tweet. He did 200 videos on Brie Larson alone.
283. Okay? 283. By the way, Ash, the arrows are up here now. Let's fucking go. Thanks, chat. Mm-hmm. Thanks, chat. Thank you, Indians, for moving it to this side. All right.
So this guy goes, it's my understanding they weren't ban evading. Am I wrong? And Quartering doesn't say anything. He's okay, then let them be restored. Okay.
Obviously, he got my channel banned 30 minutes before the main channel, before the clip channel was banned. Because he said that, I was banned, and then I linked my YouTube, and then he took that and got his YouTube rep to have it removed. Okay? So obviously, and by the way, I didn't own the channel.
Take down the clip channel.
I don't own the channel either.
We didn't own the clip channel, and I'm still not banned.
Exactly.
So it's just complete fucking bullshit what's going on, and he knows it, but he has connections, he said. So he got it pulled. So there's Andy thanking Team YouTube for taking a look at the Kino Casino clip channel. Now, I know a lot of people have said, you should sue YouTube or sue Google or sue Quartering or this or that. Listen, we're not going to be pursuing any sort of legal remedy until we actually go through the full appeals process with YouTube and actually get an answer. Because if we start launching litigation at this point in time, it could jeopardize the appeal. Ideally, what we would like is just to get our clip channel back.
That's it.
And for Jeremy Hambly to take some level of accountability for the things that he's done. That's really it. And all of this can come to a fucking end. Because it's getting crazy. And every day it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And more people get affected. And Jeremy Hambly doesn't care. Because his precious ego is the most important thing to him. The most important thing to him is that he never loses face. That he's always seen as winning endlessly and never taking an L. I'm sorry, Jeremy. You have to take this L. You have to hold this L. Not just because it's obvious that you've lost at this point, but for the good of the broader community. And you will hold this L one way or the other. It's just going to get more and more painful the longer you delay. So I advise that you get down on your knees and apologize tomorrow and make this right.
All right. I just sent you something, by the way, just so you can see. All right. Anyway, let's go to the next one. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go.
So, Valerum says, have another drink, pal. Quartering says, so of they are unbanned, you will stay being a shitbag.
Yo!
We have a drunkard alert!
Let's go!
Drunkard alert! Drunkard alert!
Fireball stock going up, bud!
Buddy!
Fireball stock going up.
Holy!
I can't understand your drunken keyboard mashing.
Holy!
So if they are unbanned, you will stay being a shitbag? All right, Jer. All right. So of they. Oh,
okay.
My
so
God.
now we're going into Jer just seething.
So daily.
So Venti says quartering is an alcoholic pill popper, and everything he says should be read with that in mind. Well, that is if you read it before he deletes his tweets. So for those of you who don't know, this guy every day or every other day starts melting down, threatening people, saying he's going to scalp people, take down channels, ruin careers, expose people, bitching and whining and crying. And then the very next day, or sometimes within the same hour, he deletes all of it and then pretends like it never happened. This is constantly happening. And it's happened like every single day for the last like 3 days straight. Every day. Okay.
Buddy. By the way, Kick, thanks for putting us on the front page too. Appreciate you, Kick. Thanks, Eddie.
Quartering then says he has nothing to apologize for.
Fuck you, Jer.
And get fucked. Have a nice day, though. Nobody. You have a lot to apologize for.
But why am I being attacked still? Weeks. Because
he pretends to be completely oblivious to this whole thing. He needs to address it head on, or else this is just going to continue on and on and on, because people aren't satisfied with you pretending that what we all see happening isn't happening.
Buddy, come the fuck on, dude. I'm not going to apologize. I wonder why they all hate me. Look at this, guys. Mm-hmm. By the way, this is still, I know it's like a thing where, okay, it's #1 news in the world, entertainment, right? This, all weekend, this was updating, by the way, not on the For You, on the entertainment worldwide. It was Corey, Melanie Mack, Chrissy Mayer, da-da-da. He is now trending worldwide #1 or #2. He was beating I Show Speed, Ash. Quartering stuff was beating I Show Speed's final stream in Jamaica by 4 times the amount of
I'm sure
tweets.
It's all going to blow over by tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
He told us that this would have all blown over by the 4th of May. And he called it a tempest in a teapot. Some teapot. Tempest, Jer.
Oh, my God.
Holy,
Come
buddy.
the fuck
Holy.
on.
So then, Jer, like, I don't know what he thinks tweets like this are going to accomplish, other than just fanning the flames and kicking the hornet's nest once again. Like, he seems to have the same train of logic that Darkside Phil has, where just one more statement, one more retcon, one more tweet, and suddenly everybody will understand and they'll stop making fun of him, you know? Like, this is the sort of logic that you can only find at the bottom of the bottle of booze, you know? So Quartering says these grown men hanging on my every tweet, my every comment, my every video in desperate hope to be outraged are the fucking weirdest people on the planet.
Buddy,
are you kidding me? You were the butthurt Billy that cried that we were making fun of your garbage show, you pooping your pants, you having a Sky Bowl, a pizza bowl, etc., etc. You were the one that was completely ass blasted to the point where, drunk out of your mind, you started messaging the owner of Kiwi Farms and you decided that you were Don Cucleone and you were going to make threats. And we had to remove all of our videos or you would get our channel taken down by your YouTube rep. You said all you needed to do was make one phone call. And sure enough, true to your word, we didn't take the videos down. You made that phone call and our channel went down. And now you are... if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, Jer, I don't know what to tell you, bud.
But Ash, to call us like outraged, to be outraged, your channel in his mind, is birthed on outrage.
The way that he exactly. Everything he does is, oh my God, the woke left and we're under attack. Blacks and Muslims and crime and this and that. Oh my God, guys, they changed the Marvel character. Oh, you know what I mean? Be outraged, be outraged. But he's trying to set up this framing. And the only thing this guy cares about, he doesn't care about the truth or anything. All he cares about is the frame. So the frame has to be everybody else is triggered, everybody else is angry. And it's like, I don't know. Do you not have a Do you not have a right to be angry if somebody breaks into your house and robs you? If somebody takes your livelihood away from you and threatens to make you penniless and take everything you have? Do you not have a genuine right to righteous indignation and to call out that person for, oh, you're just triggered, bro? Well, you're the one who was triggered to begin with, Jer. So fucking stop the cope. He goes, holy fuck, dudes, I own you. You get that right. Jer, buddy. Just by the fact that you're making this tweet alone, it means that the detractors own you, that they're dominating you, and they're making you dance. They're milking you, buddy. You're a lol cow. It's a pathetic cope.
I own you.
This is the
Did Brie Larson own him when he made those videos every fucking day? When he
this is the classic lol cow cope. This is the stuff that DSP would say, or Chris Chan would say, Boogie would say, all the classic lol cow tropes. I'm actually rent free. You're obsessed with me, actually. You know, bro, it didn't work for them. It's not going to work for you, Jer. Sorry.
Look at this. Here we go.
Okay, that was, we watched that one.
There we go.
So, this person is saying that Jeremy's addressed it, but he didn't explain what the oranges are for. And then Quartering says the oranges are for flavor. Now, mind you, Quartering has said that this is so serious, such a serious situation, that his wife lives in fear. But then he makes these jokey shit posts about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And he promised he wouldn't kick the hornet's nest anymore, even though he said it was so fun to kick the hornet's nest, even though his wife was living in fear and blah, 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 blah. But it's like he wants to create this illusion that he's unbothered, that he's chilling, that he's flourishing in his lane, when in reality, he's seething, melting down, shitting his pants, and making constant threats to other people to silence them. So if we go ahead, we'll see this comment that he's responding to, and then we'll go back. Oh. So he says, no, I don't think I will. And the Jolly here says, there's no recovering from this. Just end it. You have enough pills and booze at your house to go quietly into the long night. End it, Jer. And Jer's like, no, I don't think I will, bish. Now, mind you, he highlights stuff like this, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he made that post himself in order to paint all of his critics this way.
I'm being harassed. Look, I'm being threatened. Look. It's like, shut the fuck up. If you think we value dying, you're a retard. We want our channel back, and we hate you. Like, how?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So here's Quartering's metrics, He deleted 366 videos on Saturday night.
Wait, is he buying subs for Jeremy Hambly again?
Well, this is the Quartering channel, right? But these subscriber numbers and these viewer numbers are not organic whatsoever.
No, this is a Jeremy Hambly channel because it's 269K.
Is that so? On the Hambly channel, then he deleted 366 videos.
Because he has two whatever million. So
that's where he had all of these live streams set up. Yeah. So for whatever reason, he believes that he can delete all of these live streams and cover all of this stuff up. It's all already been archived, Jeremy. It's all already been archived, bro.
He's using the generalizer against us, by the way. He's using the generalizer to find all the stupid shit he said. And there's that.
And here we have Craig. I feel like I finally know what the oranges do. They apparently destroy careers.
I love him. Side scroller to shout out, man. Love him.
And then, Quartering comes in on Camelot. Camelot says 1 hour ago, the Quartering released a video about Mark Hamill panic deleting posts, whilst the Quartering is actively panic deleting all his videos and posts. I have never seen a lack of self-awareness so severe. And then Quartering goes, brother, the sheer amount of time you think about me is fucking creepy. I'm not interested in you. So was it creepy when you made the hundreds of videos about Brie Larson
bud?
That's the
thing, bro.
Was it creepy when you did all the videos about AOC or Joe Biden or Jack Murphy or whoever? Like, stop it.
You're a this is a standard.
This is a standard that he doesn't apply to anything else, right? Yeah. But suddenly when it's him, he cries and cries.
But he did the #1 sin that all creators have agreed silently to not flag each other. Not only did he do that and break that, he called his YouTube rep. Okay? Fuck you, Jerry. You deserve more, actually. More. It will never end. Okay. Let's continue, guys.
Okay. So this is now where he decides to go after Friday Night Tights.
Genius,
If you watched our prior show about Chrissy Mayer, our Friday show, and what went down with her, the sweeping for Melanie Mack, pretending like she had no idea what was going on, you'll understand why this happened. But if you didn't, basically what happened is Chrissy Mayer knew right well what was going on with the quartering. Nina Infinity had explained it to her publicly on a live stream 2 weeks prior and privately for, I believe, an hour after the stream, and had reached out to her in the hours before the stream and also informed her about the situation. But she went on with Melanie Mack anyway and pretended to not know anything about the situation, swept up any and all criticism, was answering super chats for Melanie Mack, and I believe at this point it was all an audition to join the quartering and replace Hannah Claire Brimelow on the program because Hannah Claire Brimelow was on her way out. And she thought that she could get away with sweeping this up. She thought that she was going to make all of this money and then be able to double dip it by doing a show later on with Nina and Brittany and fence sit the whole issue and then get in quartering's good graces and get hired. So this caused a massive fucking shitstorm for Chrissy and everybody associated with her. For those of you who don't know, there's a program called Friday Night Tights. It's probably the largest media criticism show on YouTube. I think that's fair to say.
And it's cool.
It gets like 20,000, 30,000 live viewers, hundreds of thousands of replay views on a regular basis. It features Nerdrotic. It features D-Day Cobra, Ryan Kinnell, Shattenberg. I mean, you can just read the list of names, or you might not be able to because of how fucking pixelated and stuff that it is.
A fake wizard
deep fried. Right?
Over here, he's based. This guy, Little Platoon. Yeah, they're all
Chrissy
based.
Mayer is a regular contributor to this program. She's been on it for a long time now. Now, in the opinion of pretty much everybody, she contributes next to fucking nothing and is completely useless. She does her Lisa Mercante impression or her Frosk impression, which is typically very fucking cringe. You know what I mean? And she mostly just sits there in silence and tries to network and suck clout from the program, okay? But the people that are there like her and are friends with her, and you know, she's a part of the show, right? Even though she doesn't really contribute anything of value. But what she decided to do was create a massive shitstorm of drama for herself and everybody involved in this show, because what's happening is this radioactive cloud that Quartering and Melanie Mack and now Chrissy Mayer have created is following everybody associated with it everywhere they go. And this is not a show for drama. This is not a show to litigate. Did you sweep for Melanie Mack? Did you sweep for Court? It's a show to talk about Marvel movies, to talk about Star Wars, pop culture and entertainment, and have a chill, laid-back vibe. Yep. Nerdrotic Gary hates fucking drama. And to be fair to everybody on this show, they shouldn't have to deal with drama that they had no part in creating. Yep. And so if Chrissy was to appear on this show, no doubt, dollars to donuts, there would have been 10,000 orange posters in the fucking chat, rightfully calling for Chrissy Mayer to be held accountable and be dunked on. And so Gary and the other members of the panel didn't want that. And so they asked her, hey, just don't come to work. Just don't come to work this week. By the way, this is not a new thing. This has been done several times before in the history of this program. This is how they handle drama. When you have heat on you, when you're bringing baggage to the table, it's not a place for that drama and baggage. Razor Fist, they dropped him for a while, but you know what? He was brought back onto the program. He took his lumps, and now he comes on from time to time. This is how they handle business over there. Yep. Well, Chrissy Mayer and Jeremy Hambley decided to throw a piss pants tantrum about this whole fucking situation and accuse these people who have been some of the biggest critics, the biggest champions against woke content that there has ever been on the platform. Against anti-woke. Holy fuck, I pulled a Hambly there. Some of the biggest champions against woke content on the platform, right? They had the balls to call these people woke left